Electrical wiring involves understanding various rules and regulations to ensure safety and compliance. One common question arises regarding the use of breaker lugs and whether it is permissible to connect two wires under a single lug. In the United States, the National Electrical Code, or NEC, governs electrical installations. The NEC does permit two wires under a single lug, provided that the lug is specifically rated and listed for such use. Many breaker lugs are designed and tested to accommodate two conductors, and their listing will clearly indicate this capability. The inspector must not have realized that these lugs are rated for two wires under the same terminal. When performing electrical work, it is crucial to refer to the manufacturer's specifications for the breakers and lugs being used. These specifications will provide detailed information on the acceptable number and size of conductors that can be terminated under each lug. Ignoring these specifications can lead to unsafe conditions such as overheating and potential electrical fires. When an electrical inspector raises concerns about double lugging, it is essential to clarify whether the lugs in question are indeed rated for two wires. If the lugs are not rated for two wires, then the inspector's concern is valid and corrective action must be taken. Firstly, one option is to replace the breaker with one that has lugs specifically rated for two conductors. Secondly, another solution is to install additional breakers to accommodate the separate conductors. Thirdly, another approach could involve using a double wire ferrule in the panel. Double wire ferrules allow two conductors to be securely terminated under a single lug, even if the lug itself is not rated for multiple conductors. These ferrules provide a reliable and code-compliant method for combining conductors. It is important to select ferrules that are appropriately sized for the conductors being used and to install them using the correct crimping tool. When running multiple circuits to serve receptacles along walls, it is common practice to alternate circuits to distribute the load evenly. This can be achieved by wiring receptacles on opposite walls to different circuits, thereby reducing the load on any single circuit. The practice of alternating circuits helps prevent overloading and tripping of circuit breakers, which can disrupt the electrical supply. It is also essential to ensure that the conductors used are of the appropriate size for the intended load. The NEC specifies the minimum conductor sizes based on the ampacity of the circuit, and these requirements must be strictly adhered to. Using undersized conductors can lead to overheating and potential fire hazards. In addition to conductor size, it is also important to consider the type of insulation used on the conductors. The NEC specifies different types of insulation for various applications, and it is crucial to select the appropriate type for the environment in which the conductors will be installed. For example, conductors installed in damp or wet locations must have insulation that is specifically rated for such conditions. When making connections in electrical panels, it is essential to ensure that all connections are clean, tight, and properly insulated. Loose or corroded connections can create resistance, leading to overheating and potential electrical failures. All connections should be made using approved methods and materials, and they should be thoroughly inspected to ensure that they are secure. The NEC also provides guidelines on the proper grounding and bonding of electrical systems. Grounding and bonding are essential for safety, as they provide a path for fault current to flow back to the source, allowing the circuit breaker to trip and to energize the circuit. Improper grounding and bonding can create shock hazards and increase the risk of electrical fires. When working on electrical systems, it is always advisable to consult with a qualified electrician. A qualified electrician has the knowledge, skills, and experience to perform electrical work safely and in accordance with the NEC. Attempting to perform electrical work without proper training can be dangerous and may result in serious injury or death. Furthermore, electrical work may be subject to local regulations and permitting requirements. It is important to check with the local authorities to determine what permits are required before starting any electrical work. Failure to obtain the necessary permits can result in fines and delays. In summary, understanding the NEC requirements for breaker lugs and conductor terminations is essential for safe and compliant electrical installations. Always refer to the manufacturer's specifications for the breakers and lugs being used, and ensure that all connections are made using approved methods and materials. When in doubt, consult with a qualified electrician to ensure that the work is performed safely and in accordance with all applicable codes and regulations. Remember that electrical safety is paramount, and taking the necessary precautions can prevent accidents and save lives. The NEC is a comprehensive document that covers all aspects of electrical installations. It is updated regularly to reflect changes in technology and industry best practices. Staying current with the latest NEC requirements is essential for anyone involved in electrical work. The NEC is available for purchase from various sources, and it is also often available for review at local libraries and building departments. In addition to the NEC, there are other resources available to help electricians and electrical contractors stay informed about electrical safety and best practices. These resources include trade publications, online forums, and continuing education courses. Participating in continuing education courses can help electricians stay up to date on the latest code changes and technological advancements. It is also important to follow all safety precautions when working on electrical systems. These precautions include wearing appropriate personal protective equipment such as gloves and safety glasses, and using insulated tools. Always de-energize circuits before working on them, and verify that they are de-energized using a voltage tester. Never work on electrical systems while standing in water or on a wet surface. By following these safety precautions, you can minimize the risk of electrical shock and other injuries. Electrical work can be challenging, but it is also rewarding. By taking the time to learn the NEC requirements and to follow safe work practices, you can ensure that your electrical installations are safe, reliable, and compliant. Remember that electrical safety is everyone's responsibility, and by working together, we can create a safer electrical environment for all. When dealing with electrical inspections, it is important to be prepared and to have all the necessary documentation readily available. This documentation may include electrical drawings, equipment specifications, and permits. Being organized and cooperative with the inspector can help ensure a smooth and efficient inspection process. If the inspector identifies any deficiencies, it is important to address them promptly and to make the necessary corrections. Once the corrections have been made, the inspector will typically return to verify that the deficiencies have been resolved. In some cases, it may be necessary to obtain a re-inspection permit. Electrical systems are an essential part of modern life, and they play a critical role in our homes, businesses, and communities. By ensuring that these systems are properly installed and maintained, we can help prevent accidents and ensure a reliable supply of electricity. Electrical safety is a shared responsibility, and by working together, we can create a safer electrical environment for all. Remember to always consult with a qualified electrician for any electrical work that you are not comfortable performing yourself. Attempting to perform electrical work without proper training can be dangerous and may result in serious injury or death. Your safety and the safety of others should always be your top priority. This discussion provides a general overview of electrical wiring practices and rules regarding breaker lugs. It is important to consult the NEC and other applicable codes and regulations for specific requirements in your area. Electrical codes and regulations can vary from jurisdiction to jurisdiction, so it is essential to be familiar with the specific requirements in your location. The information provided in this discussion is intended for educational purposes only and should not be considered as professional electrical advice. Always consult with a qualified electrician for any electrical work that you are planning to undertake. Electrical work can be dangerous, and it is important to take all necessary precautions to ensure your safety. By following the guidelines and recommendations outlined in this discussion, you can help ensure that your electrical installations are safe, reliable, and compliant with all applicable codes and regulations. Remember that electrical safety is everyone's responsibility, and by working together, we can create a safer electrical environment for all.